Hey, Warrior fans, Russ W. Oker here in the Booster Club room now for the postgame show as the Warriors get the win tonight, 78-46 over Tyler, Texas. We've got Coach Hank Polona and Braxton Bayless joining us now to comment on this. I'm going to start, first of all, with Coach Hank. Coach, I guess just some opening comments on how you think it went tonight.
Well, I think we played really good defense. I think anytime you hold any team to under 50 points, it's a pretty good effort. We really tried to execute a game plan, obviously try to make their guys shoot the ball a little bit. We thought they were a big, strong, physical team that wanted to get the ball to the rim. Obviously the kid number 1, Porter, is a very good player. This guy next to me in the second half did an outstanding job guarding him. Sometimes we try to put Brax on, honestly, on the other guys because we think he's about our best help defender as well. But he's also the best on the ball defender. So, he took that job and they had a little run to start the half, but I think once we made that adjustment, I think we guarded really well and kind of pulled away. So, I think we have to continue to play aggressively on offense. I thought we were just trying to almost be perfect a little bit on offense, and it caused us to hesitate. So we'll keep getting better on that end, but obviously I thought we guarded very, very well.
In the first half, we set a couple of three-pointers, but, anytime you and I talk, you don't worry much about that stuff. You figure that's going to take care of itself usually.
Yeah, I thought we were. I thought Taj, Eddie, and Tokes, who are our 3 best shooters, were all trying to make the right play, and I thought they actually passed up on a couple clean looks and then kind of made it more difficult. Realized they passed up on the look, and then all of a sudden kind of made a play. And guys are trying to be super unselfish. Obviously, we have 12 guys playing. Everybody's trying to do the right thing, and to the kids' credit, it's not easy. It's not easy to play with that many good players and to play the right way of basketball. It's natural to worry about trying to figure out how to score, and to our guys' credit, they're being unselfish to a fault. So, we can fix that. We can be a little bit more aggressive. I thought we got rolling a little bit in the second half. I thought Tokes made the right shots. Obviously, Davin played very, very well on offense. Was very in control. And Taj and Eddie are going to get going from behind the line. So we'll figure out how to score. They play kind of a weird amoeba type zone, kind of man type thing. So it's a unique type of defense, and it made us hesitate a little bit, but we'll figure out that end of the floor.
Braxton Bayless, one of our returners, had a solid ball game. Braxton, some opening comments from you. Your thoughts on how the team performed tonight?
I think we stuck to our game plan pretty well, and we played hard, and that's what Coach wanted us to do. We came out with the win.
So you had some preseason games, but there's nothing like the regular season. Talk to me about what it's like learning to play with mostly new guys for you. You played last year with Taj, but everybody else is new to the Indian Hills uniform. So talk to me about what that's like to play with the new guys.
It's different playing in front of these fans with these new teammates. It's kind of hard learning everyone's style, but once we get into the middle of the season, we'll get each other down and we'll be fine.
All right, so comment on the fans. Had to be kind of fun to see Hellier the way it's supposed to look.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I'm excited for the rest of the season for sure.
All right, tell me about yourself and kind of what you think tonight, what you did well tonight.
I feel like I defended hard as I could and rebounded, focused on rebounding because they're a bigger team and athletic.
Okay. All right, Coach. Your team was very solid from the free throw line. Just the one miss. That's something that we were good at last year as well. And didn't get a lot of chances though. Does that concern you at all?
Concern, no, but yes, we have to get there more often. And I think it's just the style of defense they played. It was really they packed it in on us a little bit too. I thought they probably thought that we might struggle to shoot the ball because I thought these guys were, Braxton and Davin had a couple of good drives, and honestly, we scored at the rim quite a bit. I thought when we got to the rim, I didn't think there was, I thought we were able to finish there. So, obviously you want to try to create scoring chances at the rim. I thought we did a decent job at that today. So, obviously we want to get to the line, but at the same time, we got to take whatever's there. A lot of times we have 5 interchangeable guys on the floor that can all play in different spots. So, we got to try to just take what's there and let the game come to us and take the right shots.
Turned the ball over 17 times. 10 of those were in the first half. Did you address the turnovers at all in the locker room, or?
Yeah, and I thought they were just based on. I thought we were just a little hesitant. I thought it wasn't. I didn't think it was any selfish or too aggressive of plays. I thought sometimes we were trying to Sometimes we took one dribble too many and got ourselves stuck, but I thought most of them were just being. I think Javon had a few, and Javon is the most Javon is unselfish to a fault. He wants to make the right play for everybody, and and I thought we just got to make sure we find that right level of aggressiveness. So I think Javon, Isaiah, and Aaron are all talented players. They're just trying to kind of find their spots a little bit, and like I said, it's a new environment. Like Braxton said, it's a new environment for them. It's a new feel. It's a new team, and they'll be fine on offense.
All right, the Warriors get the win 78-46 tonight. We talked about Braxton here a little bit playing some defense. So talk to me about why you think that oftentimes as coach says you're kind of the guy defensively now. What goes into playing good defense?
I just feel like I stick to the game plan as much as possible, and I'm always playing hard. So I feel like that's why it puts me on the best defenders.
You're okay with that? You up for the challenge?
Every time.
Every time. All right. All right, so you had a chance, Coach. Obviously, the game before us today was Butler. They got a win over Marshalltown, who we'll see a couple of times later in the year as a conference foe. Your thoughts on what you saw from Butler today?
They look real good. I mean, they're kind of like us. They're older, they're big, they got a lot of Division I transfers. They got to a 20-point lead. I thought they were playing really well. We were kind of in the locker room a little bit when the game got closer, and I mean, that happens in junior college, like especially early in the season. Sometimes when you get up by 15 or 20, you kind of let up a little bit. I thought we let up a tad coming out of halftime tonight. We led 19 points in the first half and then 13 in the first 4 minutes of the second half. So really the only stretch we had. But it's kind of natural, and as a coach, you try not to let your team do that, but it happens, And then I assume that Butler came up here to play us. I'm sure they respect Marshalltown. For sure they did. They got up by 20. But I think it's easy to sometimes, they want to play in front of a packed house. They want to play in front of our fans. I think, we have a target on our back. We're Indian Hills. It is what it is. So I'm sure they'll be ready to go tomorrow. Obviously, they had kids shoot the ball real well today in the first half. The guard, Holt, was at Wilson State a couple of years ago. He's played here before. They're very, very well coached. So it'll be a big challenge for us, and we'll get to work here starting tonight in the morning, and hopefully we have one more good effort in us this weekend.
All right, Coach Hank Polona, Braxton Bayless. The Warriors get the win, 78-46, and we'll tip it off again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Coach, one thing I do want to look at here before we wrap up, 60 of your 78 points came from the bench, but obviously we've had several conversations. Any one of the guys could be a starter.
Yeah, all 12 guys that played. I mean, I couldn't tell you who's. There's not a group. There's not a certain amount of guys. It's not like we're eventually going back to a certain. We talk nonstop with this team. Like it takes a lot of unselfishness to be on a team that, and obviously Mohamedou's about to get healthy. So,
right.
It's benched. I mean, it's just going to be a random number all year. To be honest with you, we try to reward consistency throughout the practice and throughout the games, but we're going to rotate it real quick. And the starters bench is just going to be a random number for us, I think, this year.
How soon, best case scenario, when do you hope to have Mohamedou on the floor?
Maybe 2 weeks. He's cleared to play, but obviously it's a very legitimate, it's a very major injury he had, so we're probably going to have him in practice, play a little bit live. He has not played live yet in practice. He's going to play this week. I would doubt he'll play next weekend, but hopefully maybe starting mid-November we can try to get him in there a little bit.
All right, and you realize the Hankies are 1-0. They're 1-0.
Whatever you say there, Russ W. Oker, whatever you say.
All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. The Warriors get the win by a score of 78-46. Tomorrow night we tip it up at 7 o'clock with Butler. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, on Go Hills TV. We're powered by JBS.